Select Committee. Harriett Baldwin.
Thank you very much, Sir Roger. And it has been said that we enjoyed a holiday from history, from the fall of the Berlin Wall until the September the 11th, 2001. But unfortunately, history has now etched two more horrendous dates into our memories. The 24th of February 2022 for Russia's evil invasion of Ukraine, and the 7th of October 2023 for Hamas's evil terrorist attack on innocent Israelis. It is against this tumultuous backdrop that we discuss His Majesty's historic First Gracious Speech, the first King's Speech for 70 years. A speech that represents a profound moment in the stability and continuity of our unwritten constitution. That we were able to change our sovereign and change our Prime Minister twice last year, and arrive at the gracious speech with entirely peaceful transitions of power, is something that we should all find profoundly moving. For our world seems increasingly dangerous, and around the perimeters of NATO we see terrible conflict and lots of mischief being played to stir up conflict. And as a proud member of the NATO Parliamentary Assembly, I know how important it is that NATO countries continue to show unity, and that our door is open to new members like Sweden and Finland, but also, of course, like Ukraine, Moldova, and I hope Georgia, where I draw attention to my interest in that country. It is time that Putin realises that annexing his neighbours gives him more NATO on his borders and not less. In His Majesty's gracious speech, there was not a lot to distract the Treasury Committee. That will come next week in the autumn statement. In addition to our committee's scrutiny of the autumn statement next week, the Bank of England and the financial regulators, we currently have open inquiries into access to finance for small and medium-sized businesses, quantitative tightening, sexism in the city, and central bank digital currencies, in case colleagues across the House are interested. I'm glad that His Majesty in his speech and the Chancellor today has emphasised the focus on increasing economic growth. I'm glad that everyone is now agreed that we should continue to take action to bring down inflation, to ease the cost of living for families and help businesses to fund those new jobs and investment. I'm glad that ministers will also support the Bank of England to return inflation to target. It's the Bank of England that have raised mortgage rates in this country. The Governor of the Bank of England has acknowledged that the only increases that mortgage payers are now seeing is thanks to their efforts to control inflation, nothing to do with the decisions from our now responsible Treasury. And these decisions will help household finances, reduce public sector debt, and safeguard the financial security of our country. And that's something that my constituents in West Worcestershire care about deeply. Tomorrow, we should see a milestone in terms of that quest to reduce inflation, with the market expecting CPI to decline to 4.7%, combined with wage growth of over 7%. That's real wage growth which has returned to our economy. We have also seen low pay fall dramatically as a share of those many millions more people in work. A very small percentage of them, less than 10% now, Mr. Speaker, now are paid a low amount thanks to the national living wage. There was one omission to the gracious speech with regard to what I regard as being a constitutional sexism in our country. There were no steps to end the absolutely indefensible situation of having men-only seats in the other place. The 92 hereditary peerages are almost exclusively for men, and the Hereditary Peerages Female Succession Bill, which I tried to get enacted in the last session of Parliament, sadly did not make it onto the statute books to change this. I shall try once again, Mr. Speaker, to get into the ballot for a private member's bill. If I get a good slot in the ballot, I shall reintroduce that bill. If I don't, can I please invite colleagues to take up the baton? Thank you.
We now